I'm all out of bumping. If you want to be a wise guy, you can do it anywhere. If you want to be a strong man, you can do it anywhere. If you want to be an Indian chief, cowboy, you can do it in the ring. You can't do it in the mall.
The most electrifying line in sports entertainment today. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, beat me if you can. Survive if I let you. I'm figuring and thinking that nothing's gonna stop my doorman Randy Savage now. I'm the man. I'm the icon. And yes, you can't bow. I am God.
The number one show on the net that leads to the best in your head like Goldberg Net. For the punks and the perverts, this is how it works with Terry Funk and Knox Baker. And check Inchman and Barney, they got the cheap heat, so sit back and have a seat. They got questions from the fans, in your head the band from Australia to Japan.
Check down the road, don't care about the first coast up the Mississippi. We are bigger, we are faster, and we are all night long. All you idiots, punks, perverts, and fools, be sure and tune in and listen to this show.
Hey, this is Nasty Neal. Some of you may know me as Jackie Jones. I did not mean to play the In Your Head intro, but I believe I'm logged in to the In Your Head account, and it is set to just automatically play that intro. So you got it. But it's a pretty sweet intro, I have to say. So yeah, the In Your Head is live Tuesdays. You can check that out this Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Me and the OIB will be back talking the wrestling. AEW, Raw, upcoming pay-per-views, take video calls in from the Headyverse and beyond. It'll be a good time. And live Thursday on Without Your Head, my horror show. And on that one this week, we're going to be talking to Bill Rebane, who is the director of the Tiny Tim cult classic Blood Harvest. Anthony Choboat here is in the chat room, and he is watching Raw right now. All right, Anthony, what's going on? Is it a good show? Is it happening? Watching Raw, boom. All right. Anyway, people use the phone version of this. I literally can only see one chat. Like, so if I miss your chat, I'm very sorry. We got Metal here. He's a good man. I like that guy. I'm streaming on various platforms. Wherever you're watching, I appreciate it. But go over to YouTube, give us a like, subscribe, become a member. It starts only $3 a month, all that jazz. And I would appreciate it. It's also probably the most easiest way I can see your chat. And if you want to help the puppet fund, because I'm making puppets. Yeah, that's right, making puppets. I've created my first puppet. I started the legs last night. And they're looking pretty cool. I put up a sneak peek on the X and on my Facebook. I'll probably throw that up on Instagram as well. And when I finish the other leg, right now it's just one leg, I'll be up there. By the way, anyone in the chat today, let me know, penis or no penis. Now, before you ask what the hell does that mean, Nasty Neal? Like I'm pro penis or no, I do not want a penis. Hear me out. So when my co-host Tara Hutchinson over on Without Your Head, along with me, Terrible Troy, and cousin AJ, when I was building Master Zog, which I don't know, I should change the name. Okay, first of all, originally he was a Master Wog, and then people are like, dude, that's like the N-word basically in England. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I'm not here being a racist dude or something. And so I was like, all right, we'll change this into Master Zog. And then people are like, whoa, Nasty Neal. Zog, what are you, a white supremacist or something? You're anti-Semitic, and so I just think no matter what I change his name to, people be like, wait a minute, Master Tron. Don't you know what that means? What do you hate the Chinese or something? So whatever I call him, I assume someone will have an issue with it. But we'll come up. Maybe I'll just call him Larry. Let's see. Man, I'm very. I know I'm the boomer or whatever, but I see like a chat about this big. I see Nasty Meal is in here. Oh, Nasty Meal. Let's see here. Nasty Meal's back with Stuttering John and Karmic. Yeah, exactly. It's been a eventful week. I was back. I made my long-awaited return to Stuttering John's show. Many people in the Dabbleverse, including Nasty Meal and maybe just Nasty Meal, they were waiting for me to return to the Stuttering John podcast. They were, Vagina Wrinkle. There was at least three people. It was Nasty Meal, Vagina Wrinkle, and Debbie Dabbler, also known as Gina Bobine. And they were waiting patiently, like, you must return to Stuttering John. And so Stuttering John's like, only for $200 would I let that backstabbing son of a bitch back on here. And then the next day is like, well, $100, the final offer. And then boom, we hit Stuttering John. He was in an agreeable mood. He was feeling friendly, and or maybe he's just had a bit to drink. And Nasty Meal's like $1.99. There wasn't even Nasty Meal. It was Harry Bean or somebody, Harry Platypus, somebody like that. And they were like $1.99. Get Nasty Meal back in there. And I believe Stuttering John, he had been visited by three ghosts that night. Tiny Tim, he was like, God blesses everyone. And he's like, bam, Nasty Meal's back on here. Made my return. I think it was a good appearance. It's been talked about all over the Dabbleverse from Tukey. Look, I know a lot of people do impressions of me, but some of them I don't really understand. Like I like Tukey. I find it very entertaining. I don't know. Do I sound like that? I'm like, hey, this here nasty Neal. I'm talking to Bud Dabbler. Yeah. I'm from Massachusetts. I don't think I sound anything like that. I kind of wish I did. Maybe I'll just start talking like that. I cannot see the rest of the chat. The chat is gone. How do you? All right, forget it. But anyway, we're back here. I can't see the chat, so hopefully it's good stuff. Hopefully it's not mean. I'm a very sensitive man. By the way, his hat, you can't quite see it, but it is for Tiki Port, my favorite local Chinese food establishment. So we're here to try stuff, folks. Should I go out and come back in? Maybe I can see the chat because I feel like I'm missing something. Can I play a song? Let me play a video. I'm gonna leave, come back in. Maybe I can see the chat. This is my master plan. Let's see if this works. Just something real quick. Just something real quick. There must be like, oh, here we go.
All right, what kind of a promo do you want?
Just tell people to tune in to inyourheadline.com. Anything that pops into mind.
Anything that pops into my mind. All right, all you wrestling fans out there, tune in to Jack and the 1 inch. Let me start this thing again. Can I do this over again?
Sure,
I
yeah.
do it all at
You
once?
can-
Are
you
we
can
on
start
the
over.
air right now? Are we
We're
on the air?
Yeah, we're on the air, but we'll just...
We're on the air? Well, I'm starting again anyhow for all of you nuts out there. Hey, all you perverts, punks, idiots, and fools, tune in to this radio station. What the hell are we promoting now?
inyourheadonline.com.
Oh, in your head, right?
Right.
InYourHead.com, right?
inyourheadonline.com.
InYourHeadOnline. I'm going to get it right this time. Hey, you've got...
All right, yeah, that was Terry Funk. So the history of that liner was Terry Funk was live on the show. I asked him to do a liner live on the show. So also on that very show, Terry Funk, one of the first big guests that we had on In Your Head, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And Duckman, who does our theme song, he calls in. He said, hey, this is Duckman. Is it true that you fucked Missy Hyatt on the Thanksgiving table. And I'm like, holy shit, Terry Funk's on the show. He's gonna hang up. He's gonna, I'll never get another guest. No one will ever talk to me again. And without missing a beat, Terry Funk goes, no, it was the Christmas table. What are you boys trying to do to me? And yeah, history's made. And he's back several times. I think we're still live. Yeah, we're still live. All right. So we've got some dill, spicy dill pickle peanuts, and a winner chicken dinner. So what I was saying before, though, yeah, back on Stuttering John, honestly, it was a fun time. Seriously, I enjoyed it. Thought it was a good appearance. It was talked about on Tukey. It was talked about on the Content House Hotel, the Content Place. They talked about it. I got rave reviews on the Content House. I'm gonna put that on my poster. Four thumbs up, the Content House for Nasty Neal. And then uh, I don't know, was it just straight up Shuley show? I don't know, one of those shows on Shuley Network. One that they talk about Stuttering John. You have to narrow it down. But yeah, and they talked highly about me there. It was pretty good anyway. But I had a good time, honestly. All right. And then, then it was on Karmic X after months of Nasty Meal. He's like, Karmic X, you have to watch this video. And Karmic X even named me as the number one Karmic X impersonator on the Dabbleverse. Like, I'm beating out some Clearwater Chad and Barry Ribs and all the A-listers, and Jake Hudson. And he named me. I was like, hot damn. And so without even watching it, he's just like, I know this guy. He's got some acting chops. He's wearing a wig. It must be amazing. So then he finally watched it. I think Nasty Meal had super chatted him like, I don't know, $2,000 or something. And he's like, no, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Then boom, I'm in the chat. He's like, you know what? I'm going to respect Nasty Meal. And we're going to show this. All right. I was going to say, tell me if I'm still live, but how would you tell me if I'm still live if I'm not? I just noticed that the live viewers went way down. But anyway, we're going to open the Winner Chicken Dinner. Now that name alone, well, that name really, I was like, I need to buy this. Winner Chicken Dinner. All right. So you know the deal. You probably don't know, but we're going to open this up here. So it's probably a little hard to see. Whatever. Winning numbers, we got 15 and 24. 15. So I need to match these over here. The first one is 26. That is not a winner, folks. That is not a winner. That is not a winner. That is not a winner chicken dinner. If we win, I have not eaten dinner. I'll get a chicken dinner. I probably won't because nothing's open here. I'll get one at some point. That is the deal. If I get a winner, I will get a chicken dinner at some point in time. So the winners over here, 15, 24 over here, were 26, 7, 27, 21. Look at this shiny new coin. I thought it'd be lucky. So far, it's not. 14, 9. Not looking good here, folks. 2 times. Boom! We got a 2 times. We won. Chicken dinner time. Now, how much do you have to win to get a chicken dinner nowadays? Probably like $25. Used to be able to get like a 20-piece meal at KFC, 21-piece meal with like all your fixins for about $20 back when I was a kid. Now I think you get like a 4-piece meal that's like $39.99. 10 and 6. So we got the 2 times. Now the bonus spot over here, it's a golden egg. You see that, folks? A golden egg. Now, if I erase that and it's got some kind of dollar symbol, I win $30. It's not. It's like a cow, I believe. But I still do 2 times whatever this is. Now it's $1. I win $2. $2 means 4. It won't be 3 because that'd be 6. 5, 10. You know the deal. You can do simple multiplication. So here we go. This is exciting. It's a 1. Now, that could be many things. It could be a buck. Times 2 is $2. It could be a big. We want a big zero. We don't want a decimal point. So, $10 we'll get 20. 100 we'll get 200. You get the idea. But I'm pretty sure it's yeah. $1. So $1 times 2 is $2, and this ticket costs $2. So we want ourselves my money back. All right. So on the next episode of Neal Does Stuff, we will get another $2 scratch ticket. Maybe we'll try something different. We won't get winner chicken dinner. We'll try one of these other $2 tickets. I think I killed the chat when I left. So I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Oh well. Whatever. All right, folks. Getting cold out here. I guess summer's over. All right. Here we go. Spicy dill pickle peanuts. People don't know. Nasty Neal loves the pickles. Those are big, juicy pickles. But no, I love pickle flavored things. I love pickles. More of a dill guy. Bread and butter's fine, the kind of sweet ones, but I do prefer a dill pickle. Then you got all your gourmet pickles. I'll try any kind of pickle thing. And then it's become a thing where everything's pickle flavored now. There's pickle cotton candy. There's pickle gummy bears. There's pickle cup of soup. I can't find it actually. I would try it. I tried something pickle. Pick some kind of pickle dip, fried pickle dip. It was pretty good, honestly. It did taste like fried pickles. You could taste the dill, which was pleasant. It was a pleasant flavor. What I don't know, just basically just pickles up the ass, but that's a totally different show. But right now we are going to try these spicy dill pickles. Now, right away, my concern is you're going to have all the spice on the on the peanut shell, which doesn't do me much good because you're not going to eat a peanut shell. I looked up one day. What I thought, you know what? Maybe there's something you can do with peanut shells that I don't know about. Maybe you could cook them some way to make them edible. There's no way to make peanut shells edible. Really, no use for them. I think you can put them in your garden and they'll keep like squirrels away or something, which didn't make a lot of sense. I might have just made that up, but I'm sure there's something you can do, but it's nothing that you can eat them. Pretty much nothing to do with them. But if you season these, doesn't all the season just go on this shell? What? Am I going to eat this peanut shell? Doesn't really have much of an odor. Or did the flavor go all the way through into these peanuts? Now, I guess if you have salted peanuts in the shell, some of the salt does go through. So we'll find out. I'm sure these are biodegradable, right? So we'll throw them back here. All right, here we go. Well, my concern was accurate because I get basically no pickle flavor. Very, very light. Just like a hint. Now, when I was a kid, like today, you can go into McDonald's and you can get your sandwich however you want. Back in the day, it would take like an hour. You'd be like, I don't want pickles in that. Like, oh, they'd roll their eyes. They got to go make your sandwich. People don't know this, but back in the day, all the sandwiches would just be made and they'd just be sitting there. And you'd hope they weren't sitting there for like 3 or 4 hours. You'd get it and the bun would be hard. So if you wanted one like freshly made, it was a big ordeal. They'd probably spin in it. So you didn't do that. You'd usually open up like maybe take the pickles out. You're like, I don't like hot pickles. I'll take these out. And by then they're like, because they've been sitting there for 5 hours. So it's like a real sad pickle. It's all it's not stiff at all. Very flaccid pickle. So you want the crispness. That's what adds to a burger. You take them out their way, but you would still taste a hint of the pickle flavor because the pickle juice would have remnants there on your burger. That's sort of what this is like. It's like if someone put a pickle on your peanut and then took it off. So like it's got like a kiss of a pickle. These were kissed by pickles, is what I'm saying. You get. Let me try another one because I believe all the flavor adheres to this shell and does not penetrate the shell into the peanut. Now, if I was home, I'd eat them like this. I'd bite them like that to crack the shell, but that seems rude to do in the show. Okay, let me eat one more, then I'll taste test the shell. So here we go. We got peanuts. I mean, they're good peanuts. If you didn't tell me they were pickle flavor, I'd really have no idea. Might only be in my mind that I can taste like not even a hint. It's like a minor suggestion of pickle flavor. I could taste a little bit of the spice. So the spice may have penetrated, like the heat, but not that much. A little bit of heat, no pickle flavor, not even really dill, no salt, not even a tang, like not even like the toothy tang of the nasty Neal accent. Oh, here's nasty Neal. I think that was more of a mule. Mule, the collar on Southern John the other night. That to say, if you just want some pickle, if you want pickles, don't get these. If you want some peanuts, they taste like peanuts. We probably would just buy peanuts. They have basically no flavor of a dill pickle. Now, if I eat these home, like I said, I crack them in between my teeth. I don't want to be rude here, but I'm going to do that here because I'm going to taste the shell of the peanut. This is what cards are driving back. Yeah, you can taste the flavor on the peanut shell. So the problem is no one eats a peanut shell. No one just pops these into their mouth and starts chewing the peanut shell. Unless you've got, like mental deficiencies or something. So that's not happening. So all the flavor is wasted. Unless you took the nuts out and you just rolled them all over the shells, maybe. So I would think the error in these is how they are made. It should be shelled peanuts, but then it's like if they're deshelled peanuts, then they're going to charge you more because you're not paying, for this waste. Yeah, it's just a gimmick. This one's just a gimmick. You can't taste you cannot taste pickles inside of the shell. So you crack these, open this up, and you just got some peanuts. Not even salted peanuts. Fresh peanuts. A touch of heat. If these weren't spicy, Bill, they'd just be peanuts. And a minor suggestion of dill. Now I feel like a liar because that one actually tasted like pickle. You know what? Maybe it depends on how thick the shell is of the peanut you grab. Or if there's a crack in the shell. Because the flavor needs to penetrate the shell. So it's just like a grab bag, I guess. You might get lucky and grab a nut where the pickle penetrated the crack in the shell into the nut itself. Or you might just get a plain old peanut. That one too tasted like, now I feel like an asshole. And give these guys a bad review when actually the last two tasted like pickles. That one was really good. That one has forget the Tukey twang of a nasty Neal. This was that one tastes like a pickle. Also quite spicy. All right. You know what? These are growing on me. Maybe the top layer did not have enough pickle flavor. All right, one more here. Because the thing about nuts, too, folks, you don't realize this. You think, oh, I'm eating a plant. This is healthy. These are friggin' loaded with calories. Um, a quarter of a cup, 170 calories. All right. Let's but they do a lot of they give you energy. Do they have protein? I think they have a little bit of protein. All right. That one's back to a no pickle. So I think it really depends. If the shell is doing its job and it becomes the armor to these peanuts, you'll just have a peanut inside. If you are lucky enough to find a chink in the armor of the peanutted shell, or the shelled peanut, not the peanutted shell, but the shelled peanut, you will get yourself a tasty, very spicy, spicier than I expected, dill pickle peanut. So it's a grab bag, which might be good. You like, oh yeah, this one's mild. Then bam, the next one hits you with the pickle. So I don't know, I kind of like them. Hit and miss each one you get. You don't know, but yeah, I dig them. They have more pickle flavor than the dip. The dip really just had dill flavor. It didn't really have any pickle flavor. It had no fried flavor. I don't know why it was called fried dill pickle. All right, folks. Probably gonna get out of here. I'm getting cold. I think the restaurants over here are closing because I see a lot of cars going by. I'm on the. Can you see? I don't know. It might be too dark, but I'm out here on. Not out here on the pier. Pretty nice out. It's about a mile from. I don't want to dox myself, but it's about a mile from my house. Getting a little chilly here at night on the canal, Cape Cod Canal, Atlantic Ocean. Wish I could see chats, but the phone, the StreamYard, I literally can't see anything now. All I can see is this giant white banner at the top, the name of my own show, where it's streaming, um, the bar that I can do all the different stuff, a giant money symbol, which if I click, it tells people to get StreamYard and get $25. Uh, Disclaimer saying you can't post comments to some destinations, and a place to post a comment. And it's like a millimeter line where I can't even see a whole chat and I can't even click any of them. Do I just have a tiny phone? But I don't want to be carrying around like a tablet in my pocket. Anyway, I think this is what people call is first world problems. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here. I'm cold, but I hope you enjoyed the show, which you probably didn't, but whatever. I'll be back Tuesday night to talk wrestling on In Your Head, and Thursday on Without Your Head. I'm sorry if anyone's posting anything in the chat. Can't see you. Hit like, subscribe, comment, become a member. Donate some money to the PayPal. To the you can donate Venmo at Headyverse, PayPal without your head at gmail.com, or send in a good old super chat. And the money will go to the Puppet Fund. Now, the Puppet Fund is I'm making puppets for a feature film I'm making next spring called the Arbor Day. And so I'm making them all myself. I'm not asking you to pay for my labor, but it does. If you would like to help cover the cost of the foam, the source materials, the foam, fabrics, fur, contact cement, armature wire, different things I use to make the eyes, spray paint, all stuff. It does run into some money. It's not anything insane. But if you'd like to help out, I would appreciate it. I'll make you a little virtual card that you become part of the Puppet Fund. All right, folks. I'm out of here. Thank you guys. I would stay longer, but I'm cold.
Giants. Andre was.